Hi everyone, I am Selim. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having an excellent day. Today I'm going to solve math test calculator part of the SAT exam. In this video I'm going to solve 19 of the questions since there is 38 questions in total. Let's get started. The graph above shows Marilyn's distance from her campsite during a 3-hour hike. She stopped for 30 minutes during her hike to have lunch. Based on the graph, which of the following is closest to the time she finished lunch and continued the hike? Okay. In this graph, I should be looking for a constant area since she stopped for lunch. Obviously, it is this region, right? And the question is asking when the lunch had finished. So it's right here. Let's check the choices. The closest one is C. Question 2. The table above shows the distribution of age and gender for 25 people who entered a contest. If the contest winner will be selected at random, what is the probability that the winner will be either a female under age 40 or a male age 40 or older? Okay. Female under 40 is 8. Male age 40 or older is 2. In total, 10 people can be the contest winner out of how many people? 25 people. So the answer is B. Next question. The graph below shows the total number of music album sales in millions each year from 1997 through 2009. Based on the graph, which of the following best describes the general trend in music album sales from these years? Let's check the choices. Sales generally increased each year since 1997. 1997 is here, but the sales did not always increase because after 2000, generally we see a decreasing behavior. So A is not correct. B. Sales generally decreased each year since 1997. No. As I said, there is an increasing trend between 1997 and 2000. Wrong. Sales increased until 2000 and then generally decreased. Yes, indeed, this is correct. C is the right answer. The table above shows some values of the linear function f. Which of the following defines f? Okay, we know this is a linear function. Let's find the slope. From n equals 1 to 2, there is a increment as 3, again 3, again 3, right? So the slope should be 3. Let's check the choices. Slope is 1, slope is 2, slope is 3, and 4 is not right either. The answer is C. 5. At Lincoln High School, approximately 7% of enrolled juniors and 5% of enrolled seniors were inducted into the National Honor Society last year. If there were 562 juniors and 602 seniors enrolled at Lincoln High School last year, which of the following is closest to the total number of juniors and seniors at Lincoln High School last year who were inducted into the National Honor Society? Okay, we know that 7% of juniors and 5% of seniors were conducted into the National Honor Society, right? So we know the number of juniors and seniors, so we can find the total number by multiplying 7 divided by 100 to 562 plus 5 divided by 100 times 602 seniors. So it is asking which one is the closest. Let's estimate it. This is approximately 5.6 times 7, which is like 42, 44 something. And the second part is 6 times 5. Approximately the answer should be 74. Closest one is 69. Next question. Which of the following is the sum of two polynomials shown above? Okay, when we are adding polynomials, the same powers should be added together, right? So let's add the second powers, 8x squared. Let's add the first powers, 7x, and with the zeroth powers, minus 4. Let's check the choices. The answer is A. If 3 divided by 5 times w equals 4 over 3, what's the value of w? Okay, let's multiply both sides with 5 over 3. Left hand side is w, right hand side is 20 over 9. This is the answer. The average number of students per classroom at Central High School from 2000 to 2010 can be modeled by the equation this, where x represents the number of years since 2000 and y represents the average number of students per classroom. So y is average number of students per classroom, and x represents the years passing by until 2000. Which of the following best describes the meaning of the number 0.56 in the equation? Before reading the choices, let's investigate the equation. So, for example, at year 2000, let's find the average number of students. It is 0.56 times 0, since it states represents the number of years since 2000. 0 years has passed, plus 27.2 equals 27.2. So in 2000, this is the average number of students per classroom, right? Let's check 2001. It is 0.56 times 1 plus 27.2 equals, let's find it, 27.76, right? So the number of 0.56 represents the increasing trend in average number of students per classroom, right? Let's find it in the choices. A, the total number of students at school. No, not total. The average number of students per classroom in 2000. No, it's a generalized formula for different years. The estimated increase in the average number of students per classroom each year. Yes, indeed. The number 0.56 represents the increase in the average number of students per classroom each year, as I showed earlier. Next question. Nate walks 25 meters in 13.7 seconds. If he walks at the same rate, which of the following is closest to the distance he will walk in 4 minutes? Okay, let's find Nate's speed first. It is 25 meters per that second, so his speed is, oops, sorry. Speed is this number. It's approximately model 7 mode. We can model as 2. In 4 minutes, there is 4 times 60 seconds, right? So if I multiply his speed with this time, I can find the distance he will walk in 4 minutes, right? So 2 times 4 times 60 is equal to 480. The closest distance is 450. Next question. Question 10 and 11 refer to the following information. Okay. There is a chart which shows acceleration due to gravity for different planets. Okay, let's read the questions. What is the weight in newtons of an object on Mercury with a mass of 90 kilograms? Okay, let's write Newton's law of motion. Force equals m times acceleration, right? So mass is 90 kilograms. Let's find the acceleration from the graph. Mercury has acceleration as this number, 3.6 equals, these numbers are too small to be correct answer, so the answer is D. An object on Earth has a weight of 150 newtons. On which planet would the same object have an approximate weight of 170 newtons? Okay, let's write the equation of motion again. On Earth, it is 150 Newton. We don't know the mass. Acceleration in the Earth is approximately 10. It's right, it's 9.8, right? So mass is approximately 15 kilogram. So which object can have 170 newtons? Obviously, on which planet would the same object have an approximate weight of 170 newtons? Obviously, the acceleration should be a little bit higher. Let's check higher acceleration planets with respect to Earth. Only Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Jupiter has this. Okay, these values are close, so let's do not use approximations. Let's use our calculator this time. So the mass of the object is 150 divided by 9.8. We need an acceleration as x to find 170 newtons. So x will be 9.8 times 170 divided by this number. I'm using my calculator. 9.8 times 170 divided by 150. The exact answer is 11.1. So this is the exact acceleration in Saturn. Question number 12. If the function f has a 5 distinct zeros, which of the following could represent the complete graph of f in xy plane? Having distinct zeros means the function has intercepts with x-axis, because the y-axis shows the magnitude of the function and the magnitude has 0. So there should be an x-intercept to have a 0 value in y, right? So let's check individually. 1 distinct 0, 2, 3, 4. A is not correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, not correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D is the correct answer. Next question. The equation above gives the height h in feet of a ball t seconds after it's thrown straight up with an initial speed of v feet per second from a height of k feet. Which of the following gives v in terms of h, d, and k. So the problem wants us to find v. Okay, let's leave vt on the right hand side of the equation by itself. H minus k plus 16t squared is equal to w times t. Divide both sides with t. H over t minus k plus 16t is equal to v. So let's check the choices. No, no, this is not correct either. The answer is D. Question number 14. The cost of using a telephone in a hotel meeting room is 0.20 per minute. Which of the following equations represents the total cost C in dollars for 8 hours of phone use? Let's initially find the total cost in terms of minutes, since the cost is given in terms of minutes. It would be 20 cents times minutes, right? But the questions asks us to find it in terms of hours. So in 1 hour, there is 60 minutes, right? So to make the conversion, I should multiply with 60, but since there is 60 minutes, this should be now converted to hours, right? So the equation would change as this. So let's check intuitively. The total cost has increased because in 1 hour, obviously, the cost should be higher. So it is what we expected. Let's check the choices. The A is what we have. Next question. In order to determine if treatment X is successful in improving eyesight, a research study was conducted. From a large population of people with poor eyesight, 300 participants were selected at random. Half of the participants were randomly assigned to receive treatment X, and the other half did not receive treatment X. So we have two groups which use treatment X, which not use treatment X. The resulting data showed that participants who received treatment X had significantly improved eyesight. As compared to those who did not receive treatment X, no change. Based on the design and result of the study, which of the following is an appropriate conclusion? Treatment X is likely to improve the eyesight of people who have poor eyesight. I guess we can make this comment because when I use X, if I improve my eyesight, probably the treatment X is likely to improve my eyesight, right? Let's check the other choices. Treatment X improves eyesight better than all other available treatments. We cannot say something like that because we do not have another available treatments. We do not have anything about them, so no comment on this. Treatment X will improve the eyesight of anyone who takes it. We do not know anything about this either because the question tells us half of the participants were significantly improved eyesight, but it does not tell us that everybody has now perfect eyesight. No. The treatment X will cause a substantial improvement in eyesight. We do not have any comment about this either, so the answer is A. Yes. Question 16. Graphs of the function f and g are shown in the xy plane above. For which of the following values of x Thus f of x plus g of x equals 0. So let's investigate their behavior. They are both like parabolas. To obtain 0 by adding them, let's investigate for different regions. For this region, to have a 0, for example, this is 2, right? And this is minus 8, 7, something. So it is a negative number, not 0. And in this region, obviously, we cannot have a 0 because the intercept's in the minus side. So let's investigate this region now. Our function is increasing. The vertex is at 2, and the vertex of f is at minus 2. So if we add this up, add them up, we will have a 0. So I mean f of, let's find the x value in here. This is 1, so this is 0, minus 1, minus 2. X is minus 2 here. So f of minus 2 plus g of minus 2 is equal to 0, right? So this is what question asks from me. So the answer is minus 2. Questions 17 and 18 refer to the following information. The quantity of a product supplied and quantity of the product demanded in an economic market are functions of the price of the product. The functions above are estimated supply and demand functions for a certain product. The function S of P gives the quantity of the product supplied to the market when the price is P dollars, and the function D of P gives the quantity of the product demanded by the market when the price is P dollars. Okay, the question, how will the quantity of the product supplied to the market change if the price of the product is increased by $10? Let's investigate it. We need the supply curve in here. So let's assume P is 0. When P is 0, S of P is equal to 40. If price is increased by $10, S of 10, for example, is equal to 45. So let's investigate the choices. The quantity supplied will decrease by 5 units. No, it increased by 5 units actually. So the correct answer is B. Question number 18. At what price will the quantity of the product supplied to the market equal to the quantity of the product demanded by the market? So it asks me to equate the supply and demand curves and find the price which satisfies the equation. So S of P is equal to D of P. So 1/2 P plus 40 is equal to 220 minus P. So 3P divided by 2, I add both sides P to obtain this, and subtract both sides for my 40 is equal to 180. Multiply both sides with 2. 3P is equal to 360, so P is equal to $120. Question 19. Graphene, which is used in the manufacture of integrated circuits, is so thin that a sheet weighing 1 ounce can cover up to 7 football fields. If a football field has an area of approximately 1 1/3 acres, about how many acres could 48 ounces of graphene cover? Okay, I know that 1 ounce of graphene covers 7 football fields. If a football field has an area of this, how many acres could 48 ounces of graphene cover? Let's first find um, um, okay, let's find 7 football fields area. It is 7 times 1 and a 1/3, which is 4/3 foot acres, right? 7 football fields has this area. It is 28 divided by 3 acres. This was football fields. This is 28/3 acres. About how many acres could 48 ounces of graphene cover? So 48 ounce would cover X acres. Okay, let's solve the equation. 1 ounce was 28/3. So to find 48, I would multiply 48 by 28/3 because this is a proportionality equation. 48 times 28/3 is 16. Let's use my calculator. It is 448. So the closest one is 450. Okay, this is end of my video today. Thanks a lot for watching my video. If you subscribe to my channel, I will be very pleased. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice one.